Hi guys, I am here to do a review over Monsters at Work episode 10. I really hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started with a non-spoiler section. I will have a non-spoiler section and a spoiler section, so if you have not watched episode 10 of Monsters at Work yet, you can watch a portion of this video if you don't want to know what happens. Okay, let's get started. I thought that this episode was a great way to end this season. I really hope we get more episodes. Or another season, because I personally think that this ending was so good. I don't know what they would do with this show to continue on, but just knowing more about Tyler and his continuation of his character with how the season ends would be so much fun, and I would love to see these characters again. This was probably my favorite episode so far if we get a second season, but my favorite episode of season 1. It just wrapped everything up so well, and I really enjoyed that. Especially with all those Marvel shows I've been watching with the cliffhangers. Like, Marvel, I get it. You want us to watch another season and you want us to come back for another movie, but come on. So it felt really nice just to have it'll come to a close. But it would be great to have another season. Let's go on to voice acting now. I think that this voice acting was phenomenal. Everything about how all of these characters work together and everything of where these characters are now just worked so well, and these actors did so well with that. And the animators just showed the emotions, and the animation and the voice acting was just really, really great. And I've said this before in many videos, but I love how the animation represents what the animation was in the original movie. And although the original movie came out like a while ago, it still like goes together, but you can still tell that animation has progressed over the past few years, and still have it be recognizable. These characters still look like themselves. It's just animation has evolved so much over the time period between these, and I think they did a wonderful job with that. Just everything with the story and the voice acting and the animation was all fantastic, and I highly recommend this show. If you have not watched this episode or this show, I would highly recommend this show, especially if you like Monsters Inc. or Monsters University. The one thing I will say, I've said this in every single video, but I just want people to know this. This is a kids show. The target demographic is mainly children, but I still think that there is something for everyone, no matter who you are. A little thing that you will find enjoyable, especially if you like Monsters Inc. Like I do. I love Monsters Inc. So that's really all I have to say with the non-spoiler section. I'm going to go into spoilers now, so if you have not watched this episode and you do not want to know how the season ends, I would highly recommend to leave now. Okay, now that we have gotten that all out of the way, let's get started with the spoiler section. Okay, so this episode is all about Tyler and him becoming a jokester, which was just so much fun to see because of how far his character has come through these 10 seasons that we have been following him. Like from scarer to mifter to now to jokester. It was just a great way to expand his character, and his character development in this show was really great. Val is gonna help him like with all the scare, with all the scream, because they changed from scream to laugh power, so she's gonna help him with the canisters and all that stuff. And the Mifters, they found out that you can actually get more laugh power if you have a bigger canister, and that helped Monsters Incorporated, and that was a really cool thing to see how everything helped, and all of that stuff was just really, really great to see. Once again, kind of like previous episodes, but especially in this episode, Mike and Sully had a big part in this, and I really thought that everything with Mike and Sully is always great. It was great to see them a little bit more in this episode, and it was just great to see Tyler being a jokester. And although the Mifters, they're not going to have Tyler there as a Mifter or Val as a Mifter, they're still gonna be there for each other, and how like they ended with all of them, and how although some of them are still mifters, they still care about each other and support each other even after their lives have changed a little bit. So I thought it was just a really sweet ending is what I'm trying to say. It was really sweet, and all the characters were so great. They ended in the spots I think everyone needed to for their characters, and just it was a really, really great ending to a show I would highly recommend and probably will watch again. Um and that's really all I have to say about it. I would highly recommend this if you want a story of a monster who's just trying to figure out life, then you'll enjoy this. If you don't think that'll be enjoyable, watch the first episode. If you don't like it, you never have to watch it again. But I would highly recommend this. It's not that the episodes aren't even that long, so you aren't missing a whole lot. So yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you 3000 and stay safe. Bye guys.